Hello, Raleigh. Once again, 'tis I, Robert Courts, man of leisure and local art enthusiast. I am tickled to death to have a very special friend, and not only local pottery phenom, but also a close personal friend, and nay, even my next door neighbor. Wade, son, Wade, thank you for joining me.
Thanks for inviting me, having me here, Robert.
Well, it's a delight. I'm going to share a little anecdote about Wade before we get started. It was just a few months ago in the grand old land of Wayland Heights when Wade invited all the families and kids over to learn how to pot or throw clay, as some of us say. It's not pot. But that said, I still have my very famous 2019 snowman, and I thank you for making that way. But seriously, thank you for joining me. Can you tell us a little bit about your pottery?
Yes, I'm a little bit different from a traditional, a normal potter or artist, right? I've been a full-time software engineer for about 20 years and moved to Raleigh. I think it's in 1998, so I've been
Oh,
here for 22 years and been working as a software engineer in the park. And about 10 years ago, I was just happened to get introduced to pottery, the local North Carolina pottery in Seagrove, and just Raleigh in general, and I really loved it. And I started to take my first lessons right at the Pulling Art Center, and yeah, and then Sotoma
nice.
Art Center, and also North Carolina State Craft Center. That's what I started, and I was immediately hooked with the pottery, and then just keep taking one more lesson and more. So I've been studying that for about a few years, at mostly Pulling Art Center and also Craft Center. And then met really great potters, and a couple of them are my teachers. So I've been following with them, and Julie Olson from Durham, Marsha Owen in Raleigh, and so that's where who I've been studying close with. And just a few years ago, I just decided, I'd be spend more time and be a studio potter myself. And I just set up my pottery studio a couple of years ago.
Hmm.
This is where I do the potting right now. And last year, I took a break from my regular work. I left as a software engineer, and now I'm full-time potter for last 7, 8 months. And I've been apprenticed under Marsha Owen and been studying
Oh,
with her for last 6 months. That's been great, and it's been really thoroughly enjoyed. And hopefully, I will keep doing. And with pottery, I've met so many nice people, my neighbors, my friends, and all the new people. And I was really enjoying that people will like my pots and use them every day.
well, I do like that. It's very functional, your work. It's also
Yes,
attractive, but it has an utility as well.
yes,
Um, and I love your story, Way, that you fell in love with the art, but here in Raleigh, you got so much of your training, and that the Raleigh art scene is so vibrant, and it really is such an important part of Raleigh's identity. So
right.
you're
Yes.
in very good company, and we're grateful that you've chosen to stay here to do your art.
Yeah. As my always telling people, that Raleigh is my home now. So I came from China 25 years ago, but now I do think this is my home, and this is where I belong belong to now.
I have a made up term. I guess they all are, but I made this one up. New native. If you've been here 20 years,
Yes.
you're a new native, right?
Right. Yeah.
You've done your time. Do you ever say y'all? Does that ever fly out? Hey y'all.
Not to that extent.
All right, well, we're still working on you.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. But like you're saying, yeah, truly, this is my home, and I've been back to China quite often. And but even recent trips, I just feel more and more like that is a foreign, almost that's a foreign place now, because China is being developed so fast, and every time I go there, there will be new buildings, new streets, and 25 years later, I don't almost recognize most of the place now. And while here, I know exactly where to get my coffee, where to get my chicken and ice cream. This is home.
Well, we've certainly, I'm new to your neighborhood, but you
Yeah,
certainly are a big part of the neighborhood we live in here and bring a lot of joy and fun, and
right.
lucky to have you. So, one of the questions we're asking our friends now is how has this COVID-19 quarantine affected you and your practice?
It is would be a huge impact to I guess all of the local artists right now. And as artists, we create our work, and then we do our selling through the local galleries. I sell my stuff. I sell my parts in Auckland Museum in Chapel Hill, Cedar Creek, and Deco Raleigh, so my local stores.
Oh,
And
good choice.
yeah, and a lot of my pieces have been sold in the city festivals, street fairs, like From Porch Art Walk in Oakwood, Mordecai, and the famous Boylan artwork, and sometimes even from an art center like the Pulling Art Center, and also Craft Center has a great show. I've been
You,
selling at Cary, this Spring Days, Lazy Days, Chapel Hill.
you just mentioned
Yeah,
7 of my favorite Saturdays in the entire year.
yeah. This is how we love to sell our artwork and meet people and just being part of the local community. But with COVID-19, all this is paused or canceled. I think the a lot of the places been closed. Some of them, like Penland Art School, has been closed to summer, and quite few places have been closed to the rest of the end of this year. So that is almost overnight. We lost most of venues that we can sell our pieces, and then this is huge to not just for me, to every single artist here in Raleigh or in the nation, probably throughout the world. That I think like 95% of the place in the world had either will have stay home or lockdown, so you can't go anywhere. The shops, galleries are closed. All the public events are canceled, so it's been very, very hard for all of us.
Well, do you have a website we can purchase from in the interim?
Yes, so as a lot of the artists that we're doing now is instead of selling our artworks from galleries and public festival events, a lot of us moved to online sales. And for me, I have my website waysangpottery.com that you can purchase my pieces from directly from me. And for Raleigh or Triangle local folks, order free pickups, curbside pickups. So that would be
Oh,
good.
thanks. I never thought about that. Art curbside pickup.
Yeah, you just order from our website. There's a local pickup option. You choose that. That will save you the shipping, because really we don't have to ship if you live in Triangle, right? Just we can arrange pickup time. Just that's safe to us. And
Enjoyed the curbside pickup in as much as it's a reason to get out of the house, right? Oh,
yeah,
I'll get out in the house and drive over and pick it up. So
yeah,
that's fun.
yeah.
Well, Wei, I personally, it's a treat to have you as a friend and neighbor. I have, since I became an adult in Raleigh, sometime, I've been into the local art, not to be a snob, but over my right shoulder, Simon Griffith photography, one of my favorite pictures he made, photographs he made. I've been in festivals with this shoulder, sorry, Kimbrough Art. Kimbrough used to be right in the Oakwood area, and now he's gone international.
I see. That's
But
good.
what I like most about your story is that you got here international, and then Raleigh helped introduce you to the art you've perfected. So you
Right.
are, in a way, the hyper local, and I appreciate that, and very thankful that you could join us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, Raleigh, Wayson Pottery, Kimbrough, art, all that and more is right here in your backyard. Check it out.